that had crossed my mind about dreams, with having one. And what does that do? What does that change? The power of it. It's so strong. To come from out of that, to even be able to witness it, is power. To remember such power is what I try to hold on to, what I ask for. The thought was that knowing that dreams exist, knowing that reality, that sort of consciousness is gifted. Just with that, it comes with so many other things. Being in such consciousness and being in such reality and such worlds, and what you can take from out of it. I wake up or I go to sleep to it. I wake up or I go to sleep to this reality. However you want to see it. Both significant, powerful, strong, and in the existence of it is me. What messages, what am I learning? What am I realizing? Who I am, who I've been, who I can be. The thought was to hold on to it, is to have that power, and that power to keep until something changes, until something fades, until it dissipates, until it fades inwardly, until you give it out and you pour it. The thought was, it's so strong and powerful that I would trade and sell everything for it. Not in feeling, not in knowing, but doing. That I've done it. To know that I don't need nothing just from coming from a place, a reality, an understanding where I've received and realized I'd awake or fall asleep to this reality. And I'd say, take it away. Take it down. I want to see. Almost saying I don't want to see it. I don't want to see this, but I do want to see that. Which reality? What reality? The reality of my dreams. The reality of being asleep or the reality of being awake, whichever one you view it as. Because if I'm truly awake, if I'm here consciously, or am I truly asleep if I'm here consciously? And when I'm there, am I truly asleep because my eyes are closed here, because I go inside of myself, or is that truly being awake and open, my eyes being truly open when I'm there? To call this reality because I feel, because it shouldn't matter about what other people see, because what if they don't see me? What if they don't know me? So it is ultimately what I perceive. And is it because I perceive that I am here more dominantly? If that is even true, the theory that who's to say that I am here more than I am over there in that other reality, dream state as we call it, that other place, that other me? Who's to say that that other me who's to say? Period. Because that other me doesn't have the things that this me here has, but because this me, this version has the things that I have, far as burdens, things that are the feelings that I feel, the things that I have to focus on. That's what it is. Because so there is nothing attached to me. So I am being set free. But it's the knowing. It's also the knowing that I'm here in this sort of reality. And this is where all these things exist. The understandings of it, the will of it. In another place, I have a duty, I have a will, I have a life. But it's not this sort of will that is here in this world. That is what allows me to separate the two versions. There's a lighter presence, resulting in me believing that I'm free from the will, the heavy will, because truly, this will is only but for a time. This is not the will to be willed in other worlds and in other times. This is just for this time. This is just for this world. So why would I feel the way that I feel? The sense of heaviness. Why would that be in another world? Why would I have carried that? If that's not the world, if that wasn't the will for that world, if that wasn't the will for me while being in that sort of reality. Because in the dream state, in that reality, you see the before you, the future you, the dream, the higher you, the one that's truly free. Free from what though? Free from the reality of what this is, the version of what this is. This is a lower state me. A lower state me, not only in a way that I choose, but in a way where things are put upon me. Responsibility, accountability, a duty. If I am to be who I say I am and be true to those things and deliver, being on the council, What does that consist of? Being all those things for not just me, but for the world. Taking in all the things of this reality, knowing those things, having to, in order for me to be this version, to produce such things, to pour out light into darkness. If this is a dark world, if this is a dark place. But in that reality, in that other world, it may not be a life of sin, a world of sin predominantly. It's not a perfect world. Who wants a perfect world? But it's definitely not this. And it wouldn't make sense for it to be, because that means that darkness has spread to every realm and every world. But God wouldn't allow that, because God is the creator of that. And if he's placing you in a world of your own, let alone just in another world for you to prosper and be free, then he can do those things. Then there would be no sin or no darkness. It would be whatever your heart's desire, whatever your dreams, it'll come true. Whatever that may be, intimately between you, your soul, and him. But that's the thing. If there was no God, there'd be no hope. But there is a God. And there are other worlds that no darkness can touch, not you, not him. But that he can create, take away, keep. He's the one that can destroy the soul. He is the one to fear, really. And though I don't fear him, it is just to say, you want to make good with him, because your soul depends on it. Maybe you're not in connection with your soul. Maybe you're just so much on the surface and you don't really truly know how powerful your soul is to keep. To align with more often than just the flesh. Maybe you don't know. Because everyone will come to realize, everyone should at least, hopefully, there's hope, the beautiful hope entity. Hopefully you welcome it. You welcome hope in your life. To know and go beyond all things to the root and the foundation. Hopefully everyone comes to see beyond the veil, the firmament. Yeah, those things. Because truly those are drastic, different realities, different eyes, different ears, different minds, different souls, difference in everything. It is the eyes of the beholder. And everyone has eyes and they behold different things. But hopefully everyone gets to see behind the eyes that they hold, the soul that they can keep. The soul. The soul. The soul. The soul. Do you hear it? The soul. It's deep. The soul. Do you hear it? It's deep. It's deep. Do you hear it? The voice that's inside of me? It's deep. The soul. The soul. I mean, let me take this second to just admire the word. The we think some words are just made up. You can make words, yeah. And then words hold power, yeah. But soul, that's a word, that's a name, that's a type. That that is powerful. That is powerful. It sounds powerful. It feels powerful. Like I can't, like there's something there where I can't see beyond it. There's no questioning the word, the name soul. There's no dislike to it. It's just wow. Soul. When you're trying to think of names to name your child, or just names to name your pets, your furry animals, and then for the words to for soul to be in existence, it's one of those words and those names where you just can't describe it. It's just a feeling. It's a knowing that came from the creator. He knew what he was doing when he named the soul. He named you soul. It's so, oh, it's so whoa, it's so deep. I have to give. I admire that name, that word, because you see how much power that word is, how it makes you feel, just knowing soul, soul, my soul, oh soul. When we hear it, we know exactly where it leads us, deep inside, beyond the energy, like beyond any light. It's like dark there. That's how I see it. It's beyond everything, getting through all of everything. And then that is where it is. Yeah, it's last. It's the deepest parts of you. It's inside. And when you think of inside of something, you think in. It's in there somewhere. And usually it's at the bottom. You're digging in and it just feels endless. Well, it's in there. It's getting through all of it, only to find that you still have to go now deep inside, moving everything aside, and then find a door. But before you found the door, there were so many things to get through to see the door. And even still opening the door, you still got to go through. You still can't truly fully see it because it's so endless. And that is the soul to me. That is it really a place? Is it really a thing? But it holds all, and it knows all, and it sees all, and remembers all. That is how I see it. It just is, and it is endless, and it's filled with all things of you. Like a closet, you throw everything in, or a cabinet, whether you want to see it, hide it. Well, it's in there, and it'll always be in there. But here's the thing, no one can take from that place, not even you. No one can truly erase it. Even if you find that you can't remember or recall something, it's in there. It's true treasure, and true treasure is in you. You're not known treasure until you known it, until you known a living soul, to try to find it in something to use the word in many things, but it is in you, and it comes from you. To find something, to look, search, and seek deep things, ancient, is in you, deep in the soul. Soul. It just goes. And I'm in this world, in this reality, where I gather things and it has captured it. It has taken a picture of my actions, of this version, of my sight, of my hearing, it has captured it in this essence. Right? And now it's this ball of light from what you can see. But it's my essence. That was my essence in this world. My essence is truly the same, but it's almost configured, configured with a bit more oomph to it. Whereas in another reality, I may not need it that oomph. Someone may say that oomph in this reality was a bit more strength. She's a bit more tough than she was softer. So my essence just depends on the reality. And you say, is this a softer reality? Or is it a one that you may need to be tougher in? So most of your essence, you could say, was not fully used. Maybe, to understand the message that was blinded by all the things you had to be, or that, it just added to it the capability, of realizing who you can be. It only strengthened your essence. But you ultimately take all of what you have learned, what you've been, and what it's captured into places and things and people, worlds, and wherever you may go. But it's captured it, and it holds it, and it keeps it to keep you, right? To keep your soul, to take it wherever you go, your essence. That's how treasure is hidden. You can always come back to it because you know where to find it. Even though you leave it somewhere, even though it's kept in a place, in a space, in an understanding, it is there to be kept. Just in case you need it, just in case you want to see it, hear it, know it, it will always be there. But it's kept. It's kept somewhere, hidden away. And that's the soul. And I'll leave it there.